Good evening, everyone. This is going to be more of for the intraday trade that I have taken today. Uh, Many of them were there who were asking me, sir, you were especially there more of into Nifty, and how come today you especially told about two other stocks which are there? So I'm just going to give the details regarding those stocks and what was my idea behind getting those stocks. Right in the morning, I had told banking stocks are looking good for pullback. ICICI Kotak for next few weeks. SBI still holding good, while HDFC Twins will take some time to recover. HDFC because it has given a huge double top. First of all, we are not going to talk more about HDFC as such, but the two stocks which are there, ICICI Bank and Kotak. Now, why ICICI Bank and Kotak? First of all, let's go to first of all ICICI Bank, right? Now, what has happened over here in ICICI Bank and as well as Kotak is, yes, we saw a retracement coming back and it completed 1.272, right? And after that, there was a good pullback, right? So ultimately, what happened is it took a support somewhere around at 0.76 levels, which were there. So which was good, right? I was thinking that okay, fine. Once it takes supports over here, it should be going probably up, right? And it has created a very good range over here, right? If you see, yes, this was the high, this was the low, and this has yesterday taken a support somewhere around 0.76 level and above that. So I thought that okay, it should be probably going up somewhere around at least till 0.236 level, and second is it should minimum go above 0.5 level. So that was my strategy behind that stock, and I did took trade on the basis of that, right? So this was the first part. I thought okay, if it goes up further, nothing like it would be good. If it doesn't go, probably I'll be able to cut off my trade. So this is the same thing which happened. If you see, yes, ICICI Bank probably it first of all went up, came back, and it again took a support somewhere around at 0.236 level. So this is where I took my entry. First of all, it went up, it came back again because the moving average was in an uptrend direction. So I continue with the trade, right? So this went up further, and I was thinking that it should be going up over 1.272 level, but it just touched 1.272 level, and from there it gave a retracement reversal and then it went down. So the first principle that I adopt is whenever you are getting into a trade, the first thing that you should be doing is trail your stop loss accordingly. So I started trailing my stop loss when it started moving further. Once it had crossed over here, it went up, it gave a retracement from here, and this is where I pulled off from the position. This is the first part, right? Second was Kotak. Kotak again, if you see the trend which was there, first of all, yes, it did go up further. It had completed a retracement and it was taking a solid support altogether. If you see over here, yes, it was taking a good support, right? Second thing is the trend line that we see over here, right? It had formed a trend line which was there on the top side. And for continuous almost 2-3 days, it was going up. So it was, I thought that, okay, as per Gann principle, which we know, if it's going 3 days continuously up, probably it should be going up further. So that was a risk I wanted to take. And I thought if it moves somewhere around above 0.236 level, it would be good. Then probably it should be taking up this high, and then going up further. But if you see during the day, I'll just come to the daily chart, or probably somewhere around hourly chart should also do, right? So, right, it started from here, went up, again came back, took a retracement over here. So this is where my entry was. And it started, oh, this is 28th, today was 29th, right? Further over here, sorry. So it went up, gave a breakout from here. So breakout back testing, this is where I took an entry. I'll just show it to you guys. Yep. Went up. When it came back for the back testing part, probably I took an entry over here, right? So right from here, it started moving up. And at the exact point which is there, somewhere around 18019, right? So it took a retracement over here, 18019.65, which is the 0.236 level. So it was like, okay, if it doesn't move further over beyond that, probably I should be just squaring off with my trade. So just to show you the trade which was there. This was ICICI Bank and this was Kotak together. So ICICI Bank was this is the spot price which is there. So probably this was there on profit, and once I knew that okay fine, it had come to a certain level which is there, then I did trail my stop loss, or rather exited from that. Same is there with Kotak Bank also, right? Kotak, if you see, yes, I had bought it somewhere around 56. It was there. It went up almost to 59, and where I did trail my stop loss and did get out of the trade, right? So this was about ICICI Bank and Kotak. This was a trade which was being taken. So both of them are there together. This was a profit which was there in ICICI Bank, and the profit which is there in Kotak, right? So that is there. So first thing is, as I told you, today, yep, it was been given about ICICI and Kotak. So I traded in both of them because I thought I was very positive about both the trades that it should be going further. And if it doesn't move further, probably on that point, I should be trading off my stop loss and moving out of the trade. Now, why moving out of the trade? I'll just give you a reason for that also. Let's come down to Dow Jones also, right? So this is the trend of Dow Jones which was there. Again, Dow Jones did go up further, and probably from there, it had formed a double top at the top part, right? So if you see the range, it has formed a good range. It had taken a support. After that, it started moving up, but ultimately it was not able to cross the high which was there, and then it started moving down further, right? So I was assuming something similar to be happening in Nifty as such, though I was not 100% sure, right? So what I did is again the same thing. We knew that okay, 19th of April was our Gyan low day, right? So it went up, it came back, gave us a retracement somewhere around this level. It didn't cross this 0.76 level on the first move, right? So it went up. I'll just remove this bullish engulfing, this part also, right? And then we just take this further so that it will be giving us a clearer idea, right? So from here it went up, it came back, right? It tested first of all the 0.236 level. So here it was like going for a long position, but it came back again, it was here, right? And from there it started moving up further, right? Now, if you see yesterday, it had given a resistance which is just nearer to this 0.236 level, right? So my idea was like today, if it goes up, probably creates a bullish engulfing candle, probably it would be moving up further, right? And if it crosses level 1, then we are through. Probably we'll be going up further then, right? Why? Because this is again coming to the level which is 0.5 of the entire range from top to the bottom part. So this is the top, this is the bottom part, and this is the 50% part which has been marked with a red line, right? So I always do this part because psychologically you get engrossed into the trade. So you're not very sure how and what direction it is there. So red lines give me at least some kind of enlightenment telling that, okay, this line has been drawn, so something important should be there on that part. So we need to check out, right? So it went up from here, it did go down. I'll just come down to the 5-minute chart so that things are easier. Or I'll just move. Yes, we're in Dow Jones now. So let me check or complete that from Dow Jones to Nifty, and then come back to our 1-minute chart. So this is the 1-minute chart which I generally use because shifting on from one side to another becomes much more tedious, right? So if you see the entire day which was there, it was just going across, or maybe it was more of range bound, right? So first of all, yes, it did cross the high, go up further, but here it gave us a confirmation which was more of on a double top, that it should be moving down further, right? Let's get that on the basis of RSI MACD also, right? So if we check out with the RSI as well as MACD, right, both were more of in range bound fashion. It was not moving up. When even if your trend was moving up further, the RSI as well as MACD, they were totally in a range bound manner. They were not moving up, right? So it was certainly that probably at the top parts. Let me take the top parts here into the daily candle. So like until unless it goes further, it doesn't make any sense altogether to keep that trade in Nifty. So Nifty, I didn't do anything. I was there into the trade of ICICI as well as Kotak because I was very bullish on those two stocks. So I didn't get an entry into Nifty as especially because it's more about risk management. When you are into one or two trades, until unless both are positive and giving you some handsome profit, you shouldn't be getting into an extra trade, right? So this is a fundamental which I adopt from my side, right? Same I did with ICICI also and Kotak. Kotak I got an entry earlier, and after that I got into ICICI Bank before, right? So ICICI Bank was only when it came back, then I took an entry, right? Somewhere around at this level. No, it was first of all ICICI where I took an entry. It went up, again came back. But for HDFC, it was at the breakout levels. So it was like, yep, it went up and then it came back. And after that, I took an entry into Kotak, not before that. So coming back to our charts of Nifty, yes, I was thinking that it should be crossing over, but it was not crossing over. That is the first part. And second part is, yes, there was a huge congestion which was been happening. RSI MACD was not moving up as per required parts. And once it gave us this downfall, which was there. So after that, the RSI as well as MACD didn't move anything further. So it was very clear that probably it should be coming down, right? So I didn't trade the first part, which is there. That is a downfall from here to here. So next, what I did is I was just waiting for Nifty to take supports or maybe a resistance somewhere around at 0.5 level. So here exactly the same thing happened. It created a complete range. It came back, took a resistance at exactly the same level, which is there, which was 17 to 88.5, and our level was 17,384.3. So I was quite positive on that part, and I immediately took an entry into that so that it would be coming down further. And my trade, I exited somewhere around at this level. Why? Because here it was giving a pullback. So once it was coming back on this candle, it started moving up. So there I immediately trailed my trade, the stop loss part which was there, and I did move back immediately from that trade. So this was the trade which was been taken for P. Before that, I tried for P as well as C. The first P which was there, I just traded it for few points which was there because it was not moving any time down further, right? Then I bought a C. The C was bought at probably this levels because it has taken a support at 0.76, but it went up again. It was coming down. It didn't go anything further beyond that part. So once I thought that okay fine, it is not going back, I just trade my stop loss which is there and waiting for this 0.5 level to come back. So one is I took a P initially. After the P, it was the C which was being taken. But C again, yes, it was being kept at a trailing stop loss. Like cost to cost, I just removed it. This cost to cost is including my brokerage also, which comes down almost around to 100 rupees. So I put that much of stop loss and just moved out of the trade. And the third trade which I took was a long one, uh, somewhere around giving me 5,000 rupees of profit, which was there. So here it was from the top position till 1.272, and after that it started going up. So I immediately trailed off from that trade. And once it moved down again from this 1.272 level, And when it came down to this level, I had taken another trade. I'll just show you those trades also. So it was the same level which was being continued. I took the trade somewhere around at 180, and it was being traded off somewhere around 211. So again, a profit of 3,000 rupees on that part. So it was like the first trade 5,000 rupees. This trade, it was 3,000 rupees and 4,000. No, that is 5, 6, 7, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. So around 10,000 rupees is what I earned from these trades today. I don't want to show about these profits which are there, but especially because few of them do it, especially ask me that, okay, Chetan, how did you take these trades and what was the logic behind taking this ICICI and Kotak trades which was there? So I thought let's try to make a small video on that part also, right? And as I told you for those things, yep, here was the breakout which was been given of Kotak. So taking a breakout, and I immediately got into that trade. Probably somewhere around at this levels was my entry. After he break out and gave a back testing, so it went up further. It was a small trade. I thought if it is going up further, and this, as I told you, this was the complete range which was being formed. So after that, I again do the same thing. I mark down this line so that I know that once it comes somewhere nearer to those lines, I should be taking a trade. At this times, I don't wait for a small reversal to happen, because after that, it's like a quick fall from there. So you just have to get into the trade. That's it. Nothing more than that. Anything further on that thing? And today, as we saw, yes, there was a bearish engulfing which is there. So what I have done from my side is I just taken a trade which is 16,500 P, which is there. So probably just like Dow Jones, if it goes down further, probably I should be able some profit from that. And it was, I mean, like I have taken only one lot, not a huge risk which is there. Monday probably if it gets a gap down opening or probably retraces back somewhere around at a level up to 157, it is okay, but beyond that I won't be able to take any risk which is there. So once it goes, probably touches that point and comes back, it should be going down. So my target over there would be 0.236 level. Why again 0.236 level? I'll update you for that. Let me just come down to those charts. Probably a bigger one. So here our 0.5 level is 17,157, and our expected level should be somewhere around 0.236 level. That is 16,964. So that's why my trade has been taken for 16,500. I mean, like it depends altogether how it goes. If it goes further than that, nothing like it. But at least let's try to take that small risk, not a bigger risk as especially. And everyone, my humble request is whoever has joined, first is the Telegram channel, that is Unit of Technical Analysis. The link is over here. You can just type in Unit of Technical Analysis once you go to Telegram. It's a public group, so anyone can join in with the help of that link, which is Unit of Technical Analysis. The spelling is given over here, right? And second is we have also got a YouTube channel. So my humble request to every one of you is please do subscribe to this Unit of Technical Analysis for Trading channel, and go to various videos which have been given. I'll also make a different, probably a small video which is there for the playlist which is there, giving details about how to go or play the playlist which is there. But my humble request is, first of all, please do subscribe to the channel. That is the first part. Like the videos which are there, and also try to comment on the video so that I will be able to understand what is the feedback from you guys, what you have learned from that, and what is the understanding that you have developed by that. If you want to take any trades or something like that, do drop in a message personally to me, right? For that, you have to join the Unit of Technical Analysis group, the channel which is there. Once you drop in or maybe join this channel, I would be able to drop you a message for that. And one more thing is, let's have some kind of contest. It's not a contest, but if you probably join the YouTube channel Unit of Technical Analysis for Trading, you can send me a snap across for just telling that okay, you have joined this channel. That is the first part, and at least like the WD Khan videos as well as the Unit of Technical Analysis video. If you are able to send me across a snap of that, I would give you some of my trading tips which I generally use for intraday purpose. Thank you.